So it's IPO day today. DM Wenceslao stock went down, got battered down, got pushed down at a massive rate. People think that IPOs bring prices up, bring stocks up, but you have to understand this, not all IPOs go up, not all IPOs go up on the first day. So let's try to break it down and let's see what happened in the market in general. So I mentioned this in previous videos that DM Wenceslao is a pure expansion play, that majority of the proceeds that they would generate from the IPO would pretty much go to expansion. For those who don't know what DM Wenceslao is, they're into construction and property development. They're pretty much in charge of what's happening in the Manila Bay reclamation area near Entertainment City. So it's pretty much still in line with what the economy is. The company fundamentals wise is good and growing as well, so pretty much standard, no, pretty much good in terms of a fundamental perspective, pretty much better than say Del Monte if they had done their IPO this year as well. So what went wrong, what caused it to go down? Is there something bad in the market that caused this IPO that people should be most excited about to actually cause it to drop as well? So what caused it? What's happening? Let's see. So above and beyond a lot of things, though, I think it's not just a matter of the fundamentals of the company, but it's a matter also of timing. Please remember, at this point in time, the market is bearish. At this point in time, we had a barrage of foreign selling as well. So DM Wenceslao wanted to do an IPO a few years ago, which was around 11 billion, but at the price of 12 pesos, it's actually just around 8 billion. For them to, the money that they would raise would be around 8 billion only. So here's the thing, they're at the lower end of the IPO, they're not gonna generate as much, and they came in when the market was relatively bearish. So here's the thing, battle plan, for those who love the company so much, for those who are investors in the company, it can be a point for you, it can be a way for you to buy the company relatively cheaper. The stock from 12 pesos dropped 14% to the closing. So it's a 14+% discount already for people who would want to gobble it up. But again, since it's bearish, there's a large red candle, there's no guarantee that over the next few days the stock can actually go up as well. So here's the thing, this debunks already a lot of the myths that IPOs normally go up on a day-to-day basis. IPOs normally go up on the first day. It's not true. Please remember this, not all IPOs go up on the first day. Not all IPOs also go up, especially even if it looks good fundamentally speaking. So please remember this. Ako, if I want to come in, I'll wait before the charts start to formalize. I'll wait before I see moving average start to develop, and that's when I'll start to come in as well. So basically, DMW got sold down at its IPO date. Please remember this, now that it's a listed company, it's not just about what its narrative is, it's also about that they have also competitors also in the same space. Now it will also be a valuations play also and a growth play. That how does it compare up against SM Prime, how does it compare up against Ayala Land or even RLC or other companies in that space as well. So now, since it's listed and it's now down, check how cheap it is valuations wise. If it's attractive enough for you to come in, then come in. But if you're a technical person like me, wait also until you see a chart surface. But what we know right now is we have a large red candle as capitulated by the selling onslaught that we saw today for the stock. Now here's the thing, let's go to the market, let's go to the PSEi. The PSEi is up, the market is up, but please remember there's a lot of factors that will contribute to it. Number one is still bounces from oversold levels. We're not out of the downtrend yet, we're not out of the bearish movement yet, we're not out, or we don't have any confirmation that a reversal is happening yet. But what we do know is this, from oversold levels, people started to see it as something that's relatively cheap. Now, after that is the next thing you need to analyze is this. It's window dressing month. So a lot of the, if you'll notice, the majority of the stocks that move up are a lot of the heavyweights, large market cap stocks, which if foreigners and funds start to buy them, when they start to go up, it will make their funds look attractive. So it's a combination of both. I'm not saying that what happened was bad, but I'm saying is it's normal for funds to window dress. So it's a combination of people seeing it as cheap, but at the same time window dressing occurred as well. So that's how I could possibly break it down. But from a technical aspect, for those who followed the videos that I've created over the past few weeks, I mentioned that you have a resistance at 7140. Today, we broke out of that. Today, we're above that. So here's the thing. We need to stay above that level for us to progress further. If we progress further than that, I believe we will attack and challenge the 7,380 resistance level. So please take note of this. 7140, we stay above that. The market will challenge 7380, which is the next possible resistance. At that point in time, even if we break past 7380, I'll give you an update when that happens. But should it happen or should it not happen, there's no clear indication yet of a reversal. We're still pretty much in a downtrend. So it still translates to, it translates to, if you're a position trader, no buy signal yet as of this point in time. If you're a quick trader, respect the resistance at 7380. That if 7380 does not, we go close to 7380 and doesn't break out, sell. Or if it fails to hold 7140, get away from the stock as well. As you know, that sellers are still in charge, are pretty much leading the stock as well. One thing to consider is we had net foreign buying today, so which is good, but we had an onslaught of selling now. So that's something we're considering also if you are trading the markets. We need successive buyings of foreigners to make this relatively legit and something that could be sustainable over the next few months as well. And then I'd like to mention this Double Dragon stock is up. I made a video that Double Dragon was double dead. However, again, the movement today does not make Double Dragon bullish again. The movement today also does not give Double Dragon a reversal. However, the movement today is pretty much news triggered because of the follow-on offering that they are doing. I think it's gonna be pegged at 30 pesos per share. No? So being pegged at 30 pesos per share, of course, the price of Double Dragon a few days ago was 21, then 24. Pricing it at 30 gives people or investors who bought at 21 and 24 a discount to the second following offering price. But here's the thing, no, pricing it at 30 does not make the stock cheap. It will even do, it's still expensive. For those who attended our fundamental sessions, you know that Double Dragon is pretty much worth way below than that as well. So at 30 pesos, it's way expensive for a premium. It's way expensive for people who would like to come in at that point in time. I'm not saying Double Dragon is bad. Double Dragon is a good company that's good and growing. However, at 30 pesos, it might just be relatively expensive. And you have to remember this, every time new shares are introduced, it dilutes the stock altogether. So by the way guys, I'll be in Qatar next week. So if you guys are there, hit me up. I hope to see you for Stock Smart sessions there. Then when I'll be back, I'll be doing Hong Kong and Iloilo as well. So wherever you're in the world, message me if you want to do a session there. We'll try to do it. We'll try to make it happen. Again, because the heart and the goal of all of this is to, I guess, just bring more Filipinos close to financial freedom as well. So that's it. And I hope that for those who have lost money throughout this entire ordeal, you guys have learned and you would do more due diligence every time you would make a trade. That it's not just about buying a stock just because for the sake of buying a stock, but you buy it because there's a buy signal attached to it. Buy signal based on technicals or fundamentals as well. And that's when you master that, that's when money is made. But it's repetitive practice, doing it over and over and over and over and over and over again. And that's the thing. The heart of all of this is just to see more Filipinos be financially free. That it's time that we create a narrative that you can be rich here, that it's possible to be financially free in the Philippines, that you should not be reliant on what the government is doing, but you forge your own destiny. The best way to see your future is to create it. Create it, and money is made for people who know how to do value. Money happens for people who, when everyone wants to be pessimistic, they're the ones who will go beyond the pessimism and make things happen, make things work, and make money. So that's it. Hope you guys have a great weekend again. I'll be in Stock Smarts Manila tomorrow, New Life North Metro, and then the normal Sunday routine as well. So that's it for now. Hope this video helps you. Trade well, trade strong, trade smart. See you all again soon.